group of Michigan Trump voters apparently are a bit anxious about Trump's policies now that he has been in office. Axios reported that a focus group convened by Engagious Sago and found that 10 out of 13 participants from the battleground state do not like what they're seeing and fear that Trump's policies would start to impact their personal finance. Ah, lovely. Now, this focus group, okay, some of the key words used to describe what's going on were erratic, frightening, disruptive, and dictator. Now, look, this is just one focus group. This is not statistically relevant, okay? It's 13 people, okay? Donald Trump still enjoys massive support among Republicans, among Republican voters. That said, this does illustrate that Trump is at least beginning to alarm some of those voters, and he risks overplaying his hand and possibly losing their support. In fact, one person, this is Cheryl M. of Chesterfield, said he's so erratic, and it's getting to the point where I'm almost scared to watch the news. I mean, it's a little bit frightening because each day is something new, so you get a little anxious. This is what happened back in 2016 through 2020. It was every single day, it was something new, something disastrous. Were you not paying attention then? I don't know. Apparently not. Now, these voters are, by the way, a little bit different than other Trump voters, than hardcore Republicans. They're Biden to Trump voters. So a lot of them voted for President Joe Biden in 2020. Okay. And so, in fact, all of them voted for Biden in 2020 and then switched over to Donald Trump in 2024. 8 of them were self-described independents, 4 are Republicans, and 1's a Democrat. Okay. So now their responses, of course, were dramatically different from those reported by a similar focus group convened last month in Arizona. All of whom expressed approval for his early actions. Now, getting back to this one, Shannon B. of Livonia said, I don't feel like he was this aggressive last time because I don't think anyone would have voted for him if they expected to see what we're seeing now. Here's the difference from last time. Last time he was held in check by staffers who would constantly ignore his most crazy ideas. They would distract him with something shiny. Okay. And by the way, he was also learning. Okay. He was learning what he can and cannot do. And he was also constrained by not being immune. Okay. From prosecution. Supreme Court went in and changed that. He hired a whole bunch of loyalists and yes men, appointed them. They're wholly devoted to him and his policies. You've got the cultists that are in control of the White House now. The cult is fully in control. You didn't have that last time. That's why it's different. That's why it's worse. Now, the participants expressed disapproval for his antagonization of Canada and his quote-unquote childlike removal of the Associated Press from the White House and Air Force One because they refused to say the Gulf of America. I mean, Canada, said Phil L., 45 years old, when have we ever had issues with Canada? We barely have a border. You can go in and out of the country in a lot of places, a lot of the states. I think we're just barking up the wrong tree with this. Well, I mean, apparently Trump having some issues with Canada. Just hates him for some reason. Several participants even expressed concern about his handling of the economy. And one voter conceded that Trump had campaigned on tariffs, but said the scope was still surprising to them. We didn't necessarily think it would be this much, this fast, said Michael L. Of Commerce Township. He campaigned on lowering prices and making things more affordable for working class people. He's moving in the opposite direction. You actually believed him when he said, "Oh, I'm gonna make things cheaper. I'm gonna make things more affordable, guys. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine." No, he doesn't know what he's doing. for one. He also works for himself in order to make himself richer, okay? But as far as running the economy, he's been bankrupt 6 times. You think he knows how to run an economy? No, the only thing he knows is debt and bankruptcy. This guy borrowed from the banks, they just wouldn't pay him back. He'd have his businesses declare bankruptcy and then just walk away from the ashes, okay? Except, now he's got the world's biggest economy. It's not going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to walk away from the ashes of this one, okay? And it's not like you can't go and look up those bankruptcies. We've known Donald Trump for a very long time. He's been around on the scene for a long time. All this stuff should be common knowledge. They were widely reported on. Widely reported. So it's not like you can say, use ignorance as an excuse. Okay? You knew. And that said, the most damning part about all this is the fact that these people, even with all of this going on, still wouldn't change their votes. Only 1 in 10 Trump voters turned skeptics said that they would back Kamala Harris if they had a chance to do it over. Wow. I mean, and if 3 of the voters who did support his early actions said that they liked that he appeared to be getting things done. He said that he would get busy as soon as he got into office, and I feel like he has, said Carabee, 39, of DeWitt. He's getting busy, all right. Oh, yes. He's getting busy wrecking things. And that's the problem, right? These voters want to direct things. They voted for a man to come in and break shit. And that's what he's doing. That's what we have. I'm just hoping that at some point it dawns on them, probably after they break if he breaks something that they rely on, that, oh, maybe it was a mistake after all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.